Ah. Wow. Hello, I am Mr. Travis Whitmire of the CIA, the Certified Instrument Academy. Actually, it's me again. How's it going? Welcome back to another guitar lesson. It is great to have you here, and we are going to go over something that has been somewhat of a hotbed subject for quite a while, the world of tablature, nautical tablinations. Anyways, you've seen it, you've heard about it, you've heard all the stories, you've seen it on the news, it's everywhere, tab. What is tab? Soft drink from the 70s and 80s in a funky little can with a bad taste? Yes and no. It is also a way to be able to describe or a system we can implement that takes a very visual method of giving a notation, again, a static image of some kind, paper, board, screen, taking this information and putting it in such a way where it's really easy to write down where you put your fingers on what strings and how to play it. So tab or tablature is specific to guitar, and it basically is the easiest way to be able to transfer information to the guitar in a written format. So you see right here in our tab, what do we have? We have some more lines, dots, things like that, numbers. It just keep coming up. Anyways, with these lines, dots, and things here, what we see is we have a horizontal plane this time. We were in the vertical world last time. Well, imagine, we're going to put our guitar back down where it rightfully goes. Now, somebody said the chord diagrams are great, but that's not going to allow us to be able to have a string of notes. What if we wanted to be able to go all the way up? Well, how are we going to write that? Can't do it on a chord diagram. So we're going to use tab for now. What we see right here is the line going across is going to be, just as we had the diagram, Mr. Skinny and Mr. Voluptuous. Well, now it's actually set to be exactly as it is as we hold the guitar, unless you're holding it upside down and trying to play it like Jimi Hendrix and eat your strings because maybe he was hungry. That being said, Mr. Thin is going to be string number 1 that you see right at the top right here. String number 2 is going to be the next string down. String number 3, also known as goes for G, for the dog's barking song. We got the string number 4, our D string. We got our string number 5, our A string. And then at the very bottom down here, we have our 6th string, which is going to be our E string. So look at these numbers. A 0, guess what? Open. You could even think of it as an O if you want. It's a 0. It's the donut, all right? 0 on that first string means it's open. What do we see next? We have the number 1. That number 1 on this 2nd string. Let's go ahead and put our finger down. We're already somewhat limited. I don't have the which fingers go where. You're not normally going to see that, although you can put it, but then you're just going to get a whole myriad of numbers all over the place tripping on each other. So you're going to have to find out what fingers go where on your own. But that being said, we do start to see something repeating itself here, because on our chord diagram we also had an O and our first finger on the first fret of the 2nd string. What do we see next? Another donut? That's right. I'm getting hungry here. So in our little world of donuts and fingers here, all right, we now have 1st, 2nd, 3rd strings taken care of. What do we have next? We have the number 2. We see that 2 on the 4th line down. It's going to be the 4th string. That's going to be placing a finger on the 2nd fret. And I should make mention of the fact that as we have these numbers going vertical, these were all played at the same time. So we're stacking them up on each other. Okay? So now we have. This is starting to look very, very familiar. I think we visited this chord over in the chord diagram, Mr. C. We're going to take the number 3 that we see on that 5th line down. Whoa, poppy. We get our finger on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. Now what do we have? We play all these at the same time. have the same C major chord. We're visiting over there in the chord diagram world. So again, straight up and down, played simultaneously. There's no mention of anything on the sixth string, so we don't play anything on the sixth string. Now, if we look over here, we see this beautiful little curvy feature here. What is that? Well, to keep things simple and easy here for you, we have this staggered or spaced out. We've tilted them over. So we're playing each note one at a time. However, if we follow this sequentially, what are we going to get? We're just going to go, just as we see, 3, 2, open, 1, open, 1, 0, 2, 3. So when we see a 3 on that fifth line, we know that it's the 3rd fret on the 5th string. When we see that 2, it's just like we're making a chord, and we play them individually. So the notes are strung out. We can I bet you've all heard that. Check that out. I played the most simple, basic melody I could think of because it's going to be something that you're going to be able to play now. You're going to see where that lays out on the tab just as I played it. That's how I'm playing it in the tab. So what's interesting is you could play this, right? We could play that in a number of ways. Sorry. But what's interesting about the tab is it's showing me exactly how I'm playing it, which was, right? I did not play, as you see in the tab. So it lets me be able to say exactly how I want this to be played. So hope you enjoyed your stay here with Mr. Certified Instrument Association member, Travis Whitmire. And as always, see you later, alligator catching a wild crocodile. Crazy chord. The C is coming at me. Crazy chord starts with C. See you later.